Is the S1000RR a good beginner bike? Let's talk about it. We have today my special friend Yoda. He's going to be the guest for our first ever long platform video. I haven't posted one of these in a while. I'm going to let him go sit down, take a nap while we go over this very important topic. I know why you clicked on this video. You saw the title and said, is this clickbait? Is he out of his mind? Let's answer this question short and long. Short answer, is the BMW a great beginner bike? No, absolutely not. Long answer, it's getting kind of complicated, especially within the motorcycle community, and the lines that once separated the 600 class to the 1000 and the 250, it's all blurring together. And we're going to talk about why it's happening and why it's confusing a lot of you riders and causing a lot of accidents that could be preventable. So let's add some context here. I'm a motorcyclist, but I'm also a pilot. And I love aviation a lot, especially naval aviation. And I've always been fascinated by how the world of bike mirrors the world of aviation. Pilots and riders have a lot more in common than you actually think. Both pilots and riders chase speed and control and precision. Now, when you start comparing them, you realize that these machines, although one in the ground and one in the sky, really have a lot of similarities that are striking. If you love naval history like I do, if you look at aircraft carriers that used to be set up back in the days in the 70s and 80s, you would see a variety of aircraft. You'd see a great mix of planes: anti-submarine planes, recon planes, fleet defense planes, fighters and bombers, and even more than that. And each jet had a specific job. Fast forward to today, and you look at an aircraft carrier, and everything's gone. The variety is gone. Modern aircraft carriers run fewer aircraft, but each aircraft can do a specific job. They can do multiple jobs. They've learned to build one aircraft that can handle everything. And the motorcycle community has followed that same path. We've evolved into a point where, well, let's backtrack for a second. Back then, if you wanted a perfect street canyon bike, you bought a 600. If you wanted an easy beginner bike, you bought a 250. And if you wanted something for the top speed runs, you bought a 1000. Each category had its own pros and cons. The 1000s were heavy, hard to maneuver, but ridiculously fast. The 600s were nimble, sharp, but less power. The 250s were very easy to manage, but basically gutless. Nowadays, you can buy a leader bike, let's say a BMW S1000RR, that weighs just as much as a 600, feels just as tame as a 300 in the right power mode, and go just as fast as any other sport superbike on the road. This is where the confusion really starts. The technology has gotten so good that it makes you think you're a better rider than you actually are. You have traction control, wheelie control, ABS. Everything flatters us as a rider. We get comfortable, we get confident, we get complacent, and that's where the deadly mistakes come into play. Where the aviation ties back into things is that in the Navy, they don't just hand any new recruit an F-14 Tomcat. You start with trainers, you progress through the systems, the fundamentals, and the muscle memory, and then you earn the right to fly the big stuff. And that's the same approach that I took to riding motorcycles. I started on the smaller bikes and worked up to the leader class bikes so that when I was actually on a 1000, I appreciated and understood what I was doing. The reality is that a lot of new riders are walking into dealerships with cash in their pockets, and they're saying, I want the best bike or the fastest bike. And a dealership, they're chasing a sale. They really don't care. They'll sell you any bike as long as you got the money for it. So you have new riders picking up motorcycles that are 200 plus horsepower, and I see it every day on social media. Within a week or a month, they're no longer here with us. And it's unfortunate. And the worst part about this, my father is a motorcycle cop, a retired motorcycle cop, is that he always told me the worst part about accidents is the word accident. An accident means it's preventable. 99% of times it was preventable. So I try to keep things light and joke, but within our community, I know everyone wants the best, fastest bike, but is it really the best? Is it the best bike for the first ride? Of course not. So to come back full circle, is the BMW S1000RR a good first bike? Technically, you could start on it, just like your first aircraft could be an F-14 Tomcat or F-18, but that doesn't mean it's smart. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. I get people's frustration with, oh, it's embarrassing, start on a smaller bike, but I can tell you, would you rather start on a smaller bike and have a long, healthy motorcycle career so that when you get a 1000, you can look back and see every single milestone? Or would you rather start on 1,000 and then people comment on your videos, rest in peace, a month after you get it? You know, we have to be realistic here and address these situations. The S1000RR is an incredible machine, but it's not a toy. We have to respect it, we have to train it, or train for it, and when we're ready for it, it will reward us. We need to fly, we need to ride smart, we need to fly smart, and we need to just appreciate every day we're on two wheels. Whether you're on a Suron electric bike or a Ninja 250 or even an H2R, as long as we're here riding, we should appreciate that. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey there and every single bike we take on the way there. I hope you appreciated this long platform video. I haven't posted something like this in a long time. You look at my post history for long platform videos. I'm going to start going on live streams more so we can all communicate. I want to create a more social atmosphere beyond just the funny questions I ask. I appreciate the subscribers. I'm looking at my numbers. We're at 2,000 subs right now. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see where we go in the next week, the next month. As long as you guys are with me, I'll keep posting videos. I will never give up. Comment down below what you think. If you didn't like this video, let me know. If you did like this video, let me know. Also, let me know what kind of topics you'd like for me to cover next. I have a few more long platform videos planned in between all my stuff I got planned in my crazy life. Again, I appreciate all of the support, all of the subscribers, and I'll see you guys on the next video.